What's going on, guys? Chameleon here. Today I'm going to show you the best class setup for the M13, specifically for Warzone. This setup is going to be a laser. The gun has super low recoil and is one of the most accurate ARs in the game. It also has the fastest fully automatic rate of fire at 900 RPMs. Do you guys think the M13 is underrated? Yes or no? Leave me a comment below. But real quick, before we start, please smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And here we go, let's do this. First up, we have the muzzle. You want to set this to the monolithic suppressor. This is going to give you sound suppression and added damage range. The sound suppression is really important for Warzone because if you don't have a silenced weapon, anytime you shoot your gun, you're going to show up on enemy radar, and this will lead you to a lot of trouble. The added damage range is also very important since throughout Warzone, you'll engage in a lot of long distance combat, so the more damage range you have, the better. Next up, we have the barrel. For the barrel, you want to set this to the Tempest Marksman barrel. This is going to double up on our damage range, increase our bullet velocity, meaning less bullet drop, and increase our recoil control. The base ADS for the M13 is 250 milliseconds. When you add on the Marksman, you lose some ADS and it increases to 300 milliseconds. But this barrel is still a no-brainer for Warzone, especially when you combine it with the monolithic suppressor. The damage range is fantastic. In my opinion, these first two attachments that we put on for this class should be on every M13 Warzone class you make. For the Optic, you have some flexibility here. I like using the VLK on this. It doesn't slow down your ADS by much, and then I even changed my reticle to the T-pose reticle. This is without a dot or anything obstructing your view, it's just a clear cross, so it's easy for me to see my targets, but go with whatever you're comfortable with. For the ammunition, I set this to the 60 round mags. You need a ton of ammo for Warzone. You got trios or quads to deal with, and then 3 pieces of armor per person. You'll need to shoot a lot, especially with how weak the damage is on the M13. Blackout rounds are nice, but I think you should only use them for solo games in Warzone. It takes about 14 shots to kill with the M13, so that means out of those 30 blackout rounds, you have to land half of them at range without missing to kill one person. And realistically, you'll probably miss a few here and there, so you've already lost half of your clip at minimum, which would put you in a really bad situation because even after you down them, you still gotta finish them too. And of course, when their teammates start running in as well, it's not gonna be good. So I stick to 60 rounds in trios and quads. It will increase your ADS from the base speed to 283 milliseconds, and the 50 round mags increase it a little less to 266 milliseconds. If you find the ADS to be too slow for your liking, feel free to add on maybe either the stippled grip tape or a stock attachment. Either one of those will help with that. You might want to drop the VLK and just use the iron sights. The iron sights are actually pretty good, they're not bad. I just use the VLK because it takes a lot of shots to kill someone with this, so I want to be as accurate as possible. Lastly, for the underbarrel, you have some flexibility here, but I usually run the Commando foregrip to help with the up and down bounce. There's no ADS penalty either, which is nice. I've seen some people also run the Ranger foregrip instead to boost the range a little more, and that's not bad, but pick what works for you. The recoil will be pretty easy to control because we already added attachments that reduce recoil on an already low recoil gun. And if you get a chance to mount this gun while you're fighting, that's when you really truly get that laser beam feel. It's rock solid. Just some quick final notes. The M13 has the lowest damage per shot of any assault rifle in Modern Warfare. It can be a bit painful to use at times, especially if you're stuck with it in close quarters. You'll lose a lot of those fights. It's best to have a secondary to handle those engagements, maybe something like an MP5, MP7, an AUG, etc. Any of those will be nice to pair with. But that about wraps it up for this video. You guys now have the best setup for the M13 to win in Warzone. Go get some victories, and if this video was helpful to you, please smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Get it. Crap. No, I got it. I'm in the crosshair.
Oh,
Down and out.